I'm very happy to have another young Indian with us today. Hello, everybody. Good to be back. Right now, we have with us Rugved Gadge. Let's listen to him. Over to you, Rugved.
Thank you, Subodh, sir. So, first of all, thank you for the great opportunity that you have got me here. And I'm glad that I could be a part of the channel. So, I'll introduce myself. As you have said, my name is Rugved Gadge. I am currently working as an assistant professor at ILS Law College, Pune. And to be of to say this, that I am not a law student, but I am still teaching uh, at the law college. So I have completed my PG in post graduation in economics, and I'm currently teaching here economics as a subject for the lawyer students. So I'll let you know about my bachelor's and my academic life. So I have completed my bachelor's from Indira Gandhi National Open University, that is IGNOU. And there has been a specific reason for me choosing IGNOU because I was before preparing for civil services. So I used to live in Delhi for about a year, but due to some family circumstances, I had to leave everything, and then I had to come back to Nagpur, which is the place where I was born, and which is the place where I have spent most of my life. Uh, so uh, there has been a journey where I did my civil services preparation. So I gained a lot of things, and fortunately, because of civil services, I also got introduced to economics. So I had no plan. I had no liking for economics before. Uh, so when I had to leave everything, I had to come back to Nagpur to carry out the family issues that I had to deal with. Um, I eventually got introduced to economics, and then I thought of taking economics as a subject for my master's. So I had planned to take economics for my civil services optional also, but then I thought to do the masters properly. So I did my masters from Rashtrsant Tukdoji Maharaj Nagpur University, and I completed my masters in 2023. Uh, and with during my third semester, I got placed at a company that is a startup in Nagpur, where I was working as a research economist for about a year. I majorly worked on US data, US macroeconomic data, and simultaneously, I was also working as an assistant professor, clock hourly based in a college in Nagpur, where I also taught UG and PG both students.
Okay,
So I used to about work 12 to 15 hours a day for about
okay,
a year.
wonderful. So let's continue.
Yeah. So, I have a bit more. So I also cleared my set during my fourth semester in the month of March, and then it marked the journey of me coming into the teaching line. So I have keen interest in going for research. Uh, so for now, I am planning for getting enrolled into my PhD. So I am currently studying for my entrance exams and the NET exam also. So I'm hoping that I get enrolled into the PhD as soon as I can and start with my research journey. So I'm to speak about my research journey. I'm specifically interested in monetary and fiscal policy. So let's see how does that work.
Okay. What's the difference between teaching econ undergraduates and law college undergraduates? How do you find any difference?
So, to be very honest, there's not a lot of difference that I find teaching undergrads and law college students, because what happens is both the type of students have no foundation. They have studied, I mean, hardly few of them have studied economics in the maybe in 11th and 12th, and after which they are just getting introduced to it. And 11th and 12th economics is very basic. So it is completely a new subject for them, and a lot of students complain that it is very hard, it is very tedious to do study the subject, and it is a quite more uninteresting. So it is a challenge for us being the teachers for undergrad, and that too for law college law students. We have to somehow make it interesting for them so that they uh, get it cleared and they build a foundation for themselves, so that if they want to pursue anything which is related to law and economics, they can easily do that in the future.
And how was it for you to shift from online for your BA to your, I guess, offline for your master's? Did you feel any difference, or what was it like?
So the difference was completely it was a drastic change for me, because before my post graduation I never practiced. I never attended the college, so I didn't knew how the college life was. uh, so I have never lived a student life after my 11th and 12th. So it was completely new to adjust with my fellow classmates again. So shifting from me having teachers to professors, because again there's a change between the way teachers take an approach and professors take an approach. So shifting that, filling those gaps, having any kind of uh, pre-thinking in the mind. So I needed to remove that, and I needed to take everything into consideration and then go about it.
Yeah, but this is all generic talk. Give us a little bit more specific.
Okay. So what I understood from open university and coming into a regular colleges, I understood that how I can exploit the experiences, the knowledge that professors have gained overall. So when I spoke about my research journey, like I am interested in my research journey. So what I understood during my regular colleges, how important professors are, because I started interacting with them a lot. Um, I used to irritate them by going near their cabin, just taking a peek at their cabin, that are they free or not, and I would continuously go there and ask them for any kind of opportunities that they know of, so that I can take benefit of those opportunities. But when we talk about open university, you have no such things. Like there is no such infrastructure available. There are no professors there. um, so it is completely new. Also, I started bonding with people. So I am moreover a very extrovert person. So I had never issue of uh, interacting with people or dealing with people. But again, it is a different thing when you interact with general social people and when you interact or make new friends in your college life.
Yeah.
So I never bunked my college, but I used to hang out a lot. I used to roam around my campus, used to sit in the canteen, chit chat. We used to arrange few programs in our college. So that was fun. And I wish even right now, being at a college, looking at the students that I'm teaching right now, I always tell them to enjoy your college. This is the last time you will be ever enjoying your student life.
Yeah.
So make the most out of it.
Okay.
And I hope, Suvat sir, you might also be missing your college and student life.
Well, and when you are old, you always miss your youth. You always
Right,
miss it.
right.
And, but, I'm also actually quite happy to be doing what I'm doing now, like
Mhm.
talking to you, talking to young people. So, though it's not my college life, I'm talking to college people every day, right? I'm listening to
Right.
them, I'm hearing them and saying, okay, college life hasn't changed much in 50 years. People may now have different resources, but the basic attitude remains the same. Okay. basically life remains the same. You can have a smartphone, you can have a TV, you can have a car, you can have all these things which we didn't have, and we never knew what they were, so we never missed them. Okay, no one knew what they were, so we never missed them. So we have the same, I would say, approach to life. Only I would say that it's become much more competitive now.
Right, right. Yes. And
So
that is very true.
it's very much more competitive. I think our life was actually easier because it was
Uh-huh.
less competition. And today, physically, life is easier, but emotionally and mentally, you are worried about the future much more.
Right. Even I agree to that because there's a constant sword hanging over your head that keeps you on your toes to get courses done, to get something added to your skills, to update your resumes, to build your CV. And somewhere I also felt during my PG that though I enjoyed my life during my post graduation, but I always had that fear of, uh, or I always had that anxiety that I need to secure a job.
Mhm.
I need to achieve what I'm dreaming for.
Yeah.
So I know that things have changed a lot uh,
Uh,
when we see the school and the college life.
yeah, well, it extends even to professional life. I'm tempted to give you an example, though I don't think it's my turn to talk. Anyhow, in 1990 or 89, late 18, 1989, I had no work at the World Bank as a consultant, so I thought maybe I'll get some work. Those days, no internet, so you wrote letters. I wrote letters to 3 people, and the letters were very short. I had no CV. No, I had just basically I had no international work experience, and I also did not know much about the subject. So I just wrote, I'm a very smart guy and I want to do some work. And it led to work. You can't imagine that today. One of my friends who read that letter, he says, "Subodh, you have not written anything about what you can do or what your experience is." I said, because I have none. What should I write? Anyway, and then I asked one of the guys later, that his name is Andres Liebenthal. And he said, Andres, why the heck did you hire me? He said, it was the right decision, wasn't it? Life was less competitive, You could say, look, I have no CV, no experience, nothing. But doesn't matter. I just want to do some work with you. Now, today, if you write such a email, they'll just throw it away.
Right. But interesting. I found
Yeah,
it
and
interesting, right?
actually, just to elaborate, my first assignment was for assessing natural gas in Indonesia. Okay. And I told the person leading the team that I don't know a thing about Indonesia and I don't know a thing about natural gas. So please don't blame me in the future. He said, no, it's okay. You are good. All right, fine. But then I actually never understood anything of what was happening. Okay. And
Okay.
1 year had passed and there was no report from the group and all. But there was one very retired Indian senior guy from ONGC there. Okay, so Venugopal was his name. One day he asked me, Subodh, please tell me truthfully, do you know what's happening? I said, no, sir. I don't know a thing of what's going on here. He says, okay, good. You've told me the truth. Now you do one thing. You come to my home. I live in another town, not in Washington, D.C. You spend 2 nights there, and together we will write the report. These fools don't know anything, but you and I will sit down and we will write the report. I said, yes, sir, I'm coming. I went there in 1.5 days. We wrote the report and it was done. So he said, I know everything about natural gas and I understand Indonesia. So you don't need that. You just need to come with me and listen to me and talk to me and fix it and write it. I said, sir, I'll do that. So we wrote. But that was different life. You could say, look, what can I do, sir? I don't know a thing. I don't even know what is going on. So he said, yeah, good, you are truthful. Because how could I tell him that I know something? Because if he asks the next question, I won't be able to answer. So, anyway,
Right.
life was different back then. Anyway, let's hear from you some more.
Right. So things are a bit again, like you said, things are a bit more different right now. It is a bit more competitive to look for jobs. It is a bit more complicated right now because with developing technology, what happens is when you start learning something, like for example, I learned the software for doing the quantitative part in economics. But then eventually I learned after completing the course that that software is no more very relevant to the field. So things are changing a bit more faster than the way it was before. So yeah, the competitiveness has changed everything a lot.
Yeah, so, but you shifted from Nagpur to Pune. How was that as a shift for you?
Right. So this is again me being honest. Uh, I have lived my whole life in Nagpur, and so I'll describe Nagpur for you. If you, sir, have you ever been to Nagpur?
I have been, but long ago.
Okay, okay. So I'll just describe Nagpur and then I'll describe Pune. So so Nagpur is a place where there's a bit more less population. Um you can travel from one end to another end hardly within few hours without any kind of traffic or any kind of congestions. Second thing is this is again for me. I am a bit more spicy. I love spices. I love tikka food. So so what happens in Nagpur is everything is a bit more spicy. Hotness is added to the food there. But now, since when I have shifted to Pune, so I have been to Pune before also, but I have never lived for a longer time here. So now, since I'm shifting to Pune, I find it a bit more non. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
So, so now that I have shifted to Pune, so the city is full of. I mean, there are a lot of people. The traffic here is a bit more problematic because uh, so there's a distance travel. Distance travel is basically so if I have to travel 45 kilometers or if I have to travel 40 kilometers, uh, that distance is basically, or the time that it takes is for the distance that you're traveling. But what happens in Pune is when you travel a distance, the time is not just for the distance, but it is also for the traffic.
Yeah.
So for example, for 45 kilometers, if you normally take 1 hour, it will take here around 2 to 2.5 hours. And
Yes.
I'm very not used to the uh, time that it takes.
Yeah.
I get easily irritated due to the excess traffic that it is.
Yeah.
Second is because I am a foodie, I love a specific kind of food. So again, I may be offending people who are in love with Pune or who live in Pune, but I am not very fond of the food that is eaten here because again, I eat spicy food and here it is a bit more non-spicy.
Okay.
But yeah, I love the city because there's a lot to roam around. Uh, Also, again, because this is an education and an IT hub in Pune, so we get to meet people from different walks of life. This is again a whole new experience because um, we get introduced to a different kind of culture, different kind of thinking, and I this is what I love about Pune is because the diversity which you get introduced to or which you get exposed to uh, is what makes you or what develops you holistically rather than just being a person living there.
Yeah. When
So I have come out of my comfort zone. So now I'm adjusting to the life which I'm living here.
okay, wonderful. All right. Uh, any advice for young people? You've gone through a hard time. You had some family issues which you had to deal with, and you went to an online college for your bachelor's. But you bounced back. Okay, you bounced back. So what advice do you have for young people?
All right. So again, I'm at my very beginning journey. I have just climbed my first step, but whatever I have learned through my journey, I'll just say one thing that this is my philosophy throughout my life, that everything happens for its own good. If you're working hard, if you miss on to something due to some reasons, do remember one thing, that there is something better that is waiting for you, and you need to understand that, and you need to move on with your life. You just you should not keep regretting about it, that I missed it, I could not do that, I could not achieve it. But you should rather understand that there's something better that is waiting for you. Second is, you should constantly look for something better than the thing which you have for now. You should be never satisfied. And uh,
Hey,
one
wait,
thing which
wait,
I
wait.
consider,
That's not never satisfied. That how can you be happy if you are never satisfied?
yeah, so happy, satisfied as in with what I want to achieve.
Okay,
Right, I am happy with my life,
okay,
but I'm never satisfied with what I have achieved, or at what position I am.
okay,
I just do not want to get stuck here. I dream of something higher than this.
okay. I
So
understand. All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So again, so I this is what I consider. So I think that it is essential for us to keep a positive ego. And what do I mean by this positive ego is that why do I not know, and why does that person know about it more than me? So this has been a motivational thing for me, that agar usko malum hai, and if I don't know this, then what is the reason, and how can I uh, get ahead of that person? So
Okay,
this is what is important for me. Uh, just remember that there's a thin line between obsessing about it and knowing about it. So you need to understand that thin line, and you need to stay uh, behind that thin line, where you're not crossing the line by obsessing about it.
okay,
And third thing is, there are again, this is कि life में अगर मुश्किलें ना हो तो there's no sense. So it is important to embrace whatever comes to you. uh, take it positively, take it with great spirits, and then find out a solution, figure it out, and work through it. And I'm definitely sure that everyone will find this journey, when you look back at the journey, it will be very interesting and very phenomenal when you look back.
all right. Anything else you want to add here?
Uh, so again, because I'm seeing students right now, so to the students, since again I am also a student, and I hope, sir, you are also a student right now,
Well,
because we
I'm
never.
the thing is I'm learning something every day. You know, it's not like formal education, but I keep changing every few years what I'm doing, and this channel itself is something I had to learn. 1 year ago, I had no such channel. No one had such a channel. I had to learn, figure it out, you know, not just to learn, but to figure it out, how to set it up, how to get it going, how to find the people and all. So yeah, and I'm always looking to do something that I don't know how to do yet. Yet is the key word.
Right, right. So this is the one piece of advice I would like to give to the students who are right now students. So that is, do not keep any kind of hesitancy to speak to your professors or to people who you think that have more experience than you and could help you out with your academics, could help you out your life problems. So always try to find out opportunities, always try to use or always try to exploit in a positive way the experiences or the knowledge that your elders have, that your professors have, so that you can use the opportunity in best possible way and to move on with your career and move on with your dreams. This is what I have learned from my student life.
Wonderful. All right. Shall we end it here now? Or you have something more to say?
No. That is it, sir.
Okay, wonderful.
And
Go ahead.
yeah, and I would just like to say at the end, so I have gone through your previous videos and the way you're interacting with students, with different professionals. It is truly inspiring, and I hope that the videos, our experiences, our life journey reaches to each one of the students present there who are looking for something that is productive and that is good enough.
Okay, let's hope so. But let's end it here now. Maybe we'll come back to you in a year to see where you are, what you are doing. Let me say bye to the viewers now. I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon. Bye till then.